Hey guys, it's Victoria, and I'm just about to brew my very first coffee with my new Keurig K200 that I received from Influencer. I also did a video unboxing it where I talked a little bit about my getting picked to receive this awesome Vox box, and I unbox it, take it out, put it all together, so it is all ready to go, and I'm going to brew my very first coffee. So I moved it over here into the corner. One complaint is that the cord is very short, so it didn't fit directly in the corner. Like I would have rather had it straight back, but it's over a little bit to the side, not a big deal. I might swap that mug out with a bigger one because I'm gonna try the 10 ounce and see if it's like huge. I like to have a fairly large coffee, but I don't want like anything crazy big. Okay, so I swapped it out with my thermal mug, and you just push the power button. And it's going to preheat. Okay, so it's preheated. I would say it took less than a minute. So I'm going to open it up. And I'm glad there's room for that to open. And my parents have to pull the whole thing out to get it in. So I just have a basic Italian blend for Keurig K200 brewers. I like to get the fancy ones, but I only have basic ones right now. So that's closed. It says, the Keurig is not, this pot is not designed for this Keurig. It says Keurig right on it. Okay, so it is now the next day. So when I tried to brew this Timothy's coffee, it said, you saw the message come up that it wasn't recognized, and what that made me realize is that this Keurig only brews pods that are Keurig compatible, which this actually is, because you can see it says Keurig right at the top, but it's an older one. So I did some research, and the new ones have this white rim around them. So you have to buy the pods that have that, which is kind of a pain, although they do have a lot of brands that are compatible, so it shouldn't be a problem. But we often will buy the Kirkland brand pods, and I'm guessing that they won't be compatible. So we will probably have to buy, I think they have the Van Houtte, AL Van Houtte ones. I know, at Costco, so we'll probably just buy those ones. So, okay, lift to begin. We're going to try this again. So that's the one from yesterday that didn't work. Oh, which is, there we go. Kind of stuck. So we'll try this one. It's Folgers, and it says Keurig Brewers on it, or Keurig Brewed. So hopefully this one will work. All right, there we go. We're in business. So I don't normally have, I don't know how well you can see that. I don't really have a coffee in the morning normally. There we go. So I'm just going to do an 8 ounce one because I'm not really sure how big 8 ounces and 10 ounces are, although I'm just looking at my measuring thing that I use for bottles. 10 ounces, yeah, maybe 10 ounces will fit in there. I just really don't want it to overflow. So we'll go up to 10, and then you can pick strong or you can pick hot chocolate, but we don't want strong because I'm not a big fan of strong coffee. Make sure the mug's in the right spot, and you push through. I love this mug, Alice in Wonderland. There it comes. And I heard that this one brews faster than the older one. So that was, I'm going to leave that other clip of me trying the other pod because I figured that is very realistic. Because I said, oh, these ones will be good because they actually say like 4 Keurig K-Cup brewers, but it's because they don't have that white rim, which I guess it reads. Smells good. All right, so that's definitely not too big. It's probably the perfect size for me, actually. I want by the time I add my cream and sugar, let it finish dripping so it doesn't drip all over the drip tray. Wait till it stops making that noise. There we go, your brew is complete. Enjoy. It's still dripping, so I might leave it for a second. It's too hot to drink right now. So there we go. So that is the Keurig K200 2.0. So I think it's going to be awesome. It's a little bit of a pain that you have to buy those specific pods, but like I said, I think there's like 20 brands that it does support, so it shouldn't be a big deal. The grocery store we shop at regularly has, you can pick like a selection and pick and choose, so I'm going to take a look there next time I go and see how many they actually carry that this will support, and hopefully it's a lot of them. So there we go, our first Keurig coffee. Smells delicious. Hey guys, it's Victoria, and I have had my Keurig K200 model for a few days now, so I wanted to come on and do a review. I received this product from Influencer, and I was so excited. Like, I actually jumped up and down excited when I got the email saying that I had been chosen, and I really, really like it. My parents have a Keurig, so I was familiar with the brand and familiar with the model that they have. And I was just really excited to have one of my own. I drink at least one, sometimes two coffees a day. My husband drinks coffee. It's great for making hot chocolate. It's great for heating up water to heat up bottles or to make oatmeal or like instant soup or anything like that you need really hot water for. And it's seconds compared to minutes on the stove or in an electric kettle. So I really, really like it. I love the digital display. I love that it has several different options of sizes. I like a fairly big coffee, and the one my parents have, the biggest one it makes is not big enough for me, really. It makes a 6, 8, 10 ounce cup, so I usually have the 10 ounce coffee. And it also has a carafe option, but you have to buy the carafe separately, which I haven't done at this point. I'm not sure if I will or not. We rarely have a bunch of people over who drink coffee, so it's really not a problem to just make a few in a row, but it is a really neat feature. You buy like a bigger pod for it and the carafe that goes in, so you have that option too. There's also options to make your coffee stronger if you like a strong coffee, which I don't, and then there's an actual button that you push if it's hot chocolate instead of coffee, which the other versions don't have as far as I know. So some things I don't like about it, the cord is very short, so it's hard for me to plug it in. It has to be a little bit off center from where I would like to have it, but that's not really a big deal. And the biggest thing for me is that not all pods are compatible. It has to be the ones that are Keurig compatible, which granted is most of them. I like to buy the Kirkland Costco brand, and those are not compatible. The Houtte or Houtte, however you say that, those ones are, and they do sell those at Costco, and they're only a little bit more, so that's an option. I also like to buy, sometimes if I'm in the mood for something different, I will buy the selection, like a variety at the grocery store. The store we shop at sells them like that, where like in bulk, where you can pick and choose. So last night I went and checked which ones are compatible, and they do have a ton that are, so it's not really a problem. There were some that aren't, but it wasn't hard to find a good variety of ones that are compatible. So that is good. So it's not really an issue. It's just something that you have to be aware of. And I didn't realize that at first, because when I first took it out, the K-Cups that I have are Timothy's, and it says Keurig around the outside, but they're older ones, so it doesn't read them. I guess there's like a reader that reads the label on the outside. So I wasn't able to use those ones, unfortunately, so I'll just give those to my mom. So all in all, I really like the Keurig K200. The coffee is really good. I will be using it regularly. It is really quick. It's easy to assemble. It comes with a filter that filters. I use filtered water right from the fridge, but then it filters it again as it goes through. It seems like it'll be really easy to clean. It's really sleek, and it doesn't take up a lot of space. The one that my parents have takes up more space than this one. So I would definitely recommend the Keurig K200. It is a wonderful addition to have, especially with 3 kids. That coffee comes in really handy. So I want to thank Influencer for choosing me to receive this product, and I encourage all of you to check it out. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Okay, so I have my travel mug. I'll pour that in, and this is the cappuccino. I was gonna do the latte, but I sometimes don't like lattes. I find they have like a burnt flavor, and my husband loves them, so I figured I would do one for him, and then I can try his. So then you put the coffee pot in there and close it, and it said to brew an 8-ounce cup, which is the default. I don't know if you can see that. 8 ounces is the default, and then you press the button. And here it comes. Now I like French vanilla cappuccino or like a sweet cappuccino. So if this is like a real cappuccino, which I've probably never actually had, I don't know if I'll like it. So that's what it looks like, nice and frothy. It doesn't say to stir it, but I think I will give it a little stir. Okay, it does say stir, I lied. It does say stir on the back. And there was still quite a bit of powder, so I'll stir it up. And we'll give it a try. Nice. Okay, so I made my cappuccino, and it's okay. Like I said, I like French vanilla cappuccino, so that's probably not even really cappuccino. But I added a little bit of sugar. At first I was like, oh, it's too, I don't know, bitter. So I added a little bit of sugar, and it's much better now. Like I'll definitely drink it. It's not something that I personally would probably buy, but it's a great option to have, and it's a great thing to have when you have guests over. You could say, would you like a vanilla latte, or would you like a cappuccino? And that's always nice to have something special for special treats. So it's a really great product. It's probably not something that I would drink on a regular basis, but I'm really glad to have it.